So my last car was a hybrid, and I suspect my next car, if I get one, will be electric. But does this help to sustainably solve the climate crisis? Or is there perhaps far more that we need to bear in mind in the long run? I suspect you might sense where I'm going with that. This is GMF Compact. Well, first of all, an electric car is only as clean as the energy that is stored in its batteries. As long as the electricity continues to come from burning fossil fuels, such as in coal plants, it's still bad news. Secondly, manufacturing an electric car actually creates more carbon emissions than manufacturing a conventional car. This is because the batteries of electric cars are made from rare earth elements like lithium and graphite that have to be mined from deep beneath the surface of the earth, which is incredibly polluting. Thirdly, according to an estimate by Deutsche Bank, there are only enough reserves of those rare earth elements to last less than 200 years. Now, that is not exactly a confidence vote for sustainability. And finally, those batteries in electric cars will all eventually deplete, and only about 5% of their materials end up being recycled. The rest just goes in a dump. So, electric cars clearly are not the be-all, end-all solution that we all had hoped for. Now let's talk about energy. What if we were to switch our energy production almost entirely to solar and wind, as some countries have? Not so fast. Look, producing solar panels creates, you guessed it, greenhouse gases in its own right. Here too, mining for materials like quartz poses a major problem. Solar panels also emit toxic chemicals during production, and get this, the light they reflect back into the atmosphere contributes to global warming as well. And once again, at the end of their life cycle, they too typically end up in a landfill. The International Renewable Energy Agency, IRENA, estimated in 2016 that by 2050, there might be some 78 million metric tons of solar waste. So, what about wind power? Windmills are good, right? Not quite. In order to make wind power sustainable at scale, many countries, especially landlocked ones, will need to clear vast swathes of area to erect the turbines. Often, this means deforestation. And when you do have wind farms at such scale, their operation actually impacts the climate directly as well. According to recent research at Harvard University, they literally suck the air out of the wind, contributing to climate patterns that ultimately fuel global warming. My friends, we seem to be screwed. The best case scenario we have for the future is a lower carbon future, not a no carbon future. As with all things in life, the only thing you really have the power to change is your own behavior. Try to alter your habits, use less energy, rethink your consumption habits, shop for local produce instead of hauling fruit from the other end of the planet to your supermarket. And maybe switch to public transport instead of owning a car. There is no magic solution to this gargantuan crisis. Only damage control.